What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we're going to talk about Disneyland. Feels empty after opening of Star Wars Land. Places like a ghost town. Interesting indeed. Now, before we get started, I'm on Fox News. If that bothers you, if that's offensive to you, does that make me an alt-righter? Go ahead and hit that down vote and hit it hard. You make me feel it. You make me feel it when you hit that down vote. You show me. You show me. For the 99% of you that aren't that sensitive, hit the like button and let's continue. All right, so despite it being the height of summer vacation season, tourists are saying that Disneyland is surprisingly empty. Guests at the California theme park claim that the park isn't as crowded as they expected, with some even going as far as to describe it as a ghost town. This comes as a bit... All right, this comes as a bit of surprise. All right, you know what? I'm not even going to do a jump cut. I'm not doing a jump cut. Philip Franco, I'm not doing a jump cut like you. I'm just going to keep rolling with it. This comes as a bit of a surprise, not only because summers are usually crowded at the theme park, but also because Star Wars Galaxy's Edge recently opened and was considered one of the most anticipated theme park openings since Disneyland itself. And it should have been... The new land based off the Star Wars movies opened on May 31st, but guests had to make reservations ahead of time to enter the area. It opened up to all park guests on June 24th and seemingly drew massive crowds. The Hollywood Reporter reported that within an hour of opening, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge had reached capacity. And then they all left because it sucked. Since the opening, however, guests have noticed a significant decrease in waiting time for the park's attractions. The Orange County Register reports Disney's California Adventure Vice President Patrick Finnegan said the resort has not seen wait times this low in decades, according to the outlet. Bam! Damn! Whew! And this is the unofficial guides. This is Adventureland is pretty empty this morning. 10-minute wait for Indy and 5-minute for Jungle Cruise. Ouch. Even at the new Star Wars Land, guests are reporting seemingly sparse crowds. One user on Twitter compared the crowds to opening day to latter crowds, saying that the time was so varied and unexpected, it was wonderful. We went from a big, excited reservation crowd on our first day to practically empty, chill evening the next day. What a completely perfect Star Wars experience. Several other users reported similar experiences throughout the rest of the park. As one user put it, by Disneyland standards, this place is a ghost town. That is insane. But what time was that? So if that picture was taken at 12:34, my God, that is insanity. If that picture was taken at 12:30, that's Main Street, USA. Now, I am not as familiar with Disneyland as I am Disney World. I am an annual pass holder at Walt Disney World. But that is insane. There are several reasons why the crowds may be lighter than normal. The Orange County Register speculates mainly Disneyland hasn't just increased its acreage, but has also widened the walkways and narrowed the planters across the park. Aside from Galaxy's Edge, several new attractions were opened at the same time in Disney's California Adventure Park. This could potentially cause crowds to disperse more evenly across the theme park. Another major factor could be the annual, and this is the only thing that I think is their saving grace right now. Another major factor could be the annual pass holders being blocked out for large chunks of this summer. There are a variety of annual pass holders or passes available, but many dates during June, July, and August are blacked out. This is a significant reason. So I want you to all, if you are talking about this story, this is something you need to be aware of, because I understand that there's a lot of people that are covering this topic that do not understand theme parks. I do understand theme parks. I love theme parks. I follow theme parks, and I'm a big Disney Parks fan. You have to understand that this is an issue at Disneyland. Not so much Disney World, but Disneyland it is. Because at Disneyland, the annual pass holders is a large portion of their daily visitors. It's a really, I don't have the specific numbers, but their annual pass holder crowd is huge. It's massive. Now, if you go to Orlando, Disney World, they don't have a big annual pass holder base, all things considered, when you look at the market share of their overall audience, or their overall attendance, because Walt Disney World deals with a ton of international tourism, and it's a much bigger place. Walt Disney World is significantly bigger than Disneyland. And when I say significantly, I'm talking about significantly. We're talking, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 times the size. I don't know. You'd have to look up the acreage of Disneyland versus Disney World. It is monumental how much bigger Walt Disney World is. So this right here is a very, very big issue in terms of the visitation. It's not all of it. And there are probably bigger problems than just the fact that annual pass holders are blacked out. But this part has to be considered when talking about this story. So we're going to see... I think if these crowds continue, that Disney is probably going to lift the blockage of annual pass holders. Maybe. But again, this isn't going to cure all their problems. But this is playing something into it. How much, I don't know. An empty queue for Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones is a fantastic ride. And the fact that there's nothing in the queue line is crazy. In a statement to Fox News, Disney spokesperson Liz Jaeger said, "We are incredibly focused on delivering a great guest experience for the opening of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. The land has added 20% more capacity to Disneyland Park, and together with all of our new offerings, advanced planning, and innovative technology has resulted in incredible feedback and satisfaction from our guests. Another possibility is that some fans were afraid of the massive crowds at Galaxy's Edge was expected to draw and may have decided to wait until the hype died down to visit the park. Either way, the warm weather and short lines, this could be the best time ever to visit Disneyland, unless word gets out that the park is empty and everyone decides to head out there tomorrow, or head out there now, which will bring the massive crowds back." I don't think, honestly, look, nobody wants this to fail more than me right now because of what they've done to Star Wars in terms of how they have managed the sequel trilogy and things like that. I want this park to flop as a theme park fan because I really was excited when Disney bought Lucasfilm because I knew that it would result in something in the theme parks. I was hoping it would be an entire park, maybe at Walt Disney World because they have the land. But either way, the expansion was fine, and I'm fine with the expansion in terms of where it's at in the parks. But I'm not fine with the fact that they're not giving us things from the original trilogy or the prequels, and it's really heavily based on sequel trilogy garbage and moving away from what made Star Wars Star Wars. So I do want this all to be true. The problem is there's more to this, and you have to understand that this is bigger than Star Wars. I know it's hard for some people that follow Star Wars to understand. Disneyland is insanely busy normally, and Walt Disney World is the most visited place on the planet. People are going to go to these parks. So I really think the blackouts are hurting the business right now. What I think Disney missed on is I think Disney did miss on the amount of anticipation and crowds that were going to come in from the outside to this. But the blackouts are definitely a problem. We're going to continue to watch this and see how it plays out. It's fascinating. And again, I will be completely honest. I don't know as much about Disneyland as I do Walt Disney World. I've been to Disneyland a couple of times. Very much enjoyed myself. But I am more of a Walt Disney World expert in terms of knowing how things happen down there. And I have good contacts at both parks, but more at Walt Disney World. So we'll see what happens. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later. Hey everyone, it's Jeremy from geeksandgamers.com, and if you're a fan of Geeks and Gamers, please go to our website, visit our merchandise store. We have t-shirts, hoodies, hats, beanies, tank tops, and in the very near future, we're going to have many more products for you to choose from. So thank you for the support. We appreciate it. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.